gaming is changing forever, and you better buckle down. Hey everyone, my name is JoJo with MoonBoots Capital, and in this episode I will be interviewing the co-founders of MoonieNFT. MoonieNFT is a retro-inspired play-to-earn platform with cute NFT mascots that are based off of the biggest cryptocurrencies out there. The NFTs are 100% usable, and generating yields is as easy as owning one. In other words, Moonie is a game changer. So let's get into it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining here with me and MoonBoots. My name is JoJo, and I am here with the co-founders, Lucas and Michael. So I wanted to really dive in right away, but first off, how are you guys doing?
Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to hear you. So we are in Dubai currently. We were at GITEX conference. So yeah, we are doing well. It's a bit hot here, but we are doing well. We are working a lot to deliver things for Moonies. But yeah, Michał?
Yeah. Hi, hello everybody. I think Lucas gave a pretty good introduction. We've been working pretty hard on the conference and outside of the venue as well. And we are pretty excited for the conversation right now with you, Jojo.
Yeah, I'm excited too, because I don't know if you guys know, I'm slightly a gamer, but not really. But you guys have a very interesting take on this. So I really wanted for all the audience that will be watching this video to kind of, really get the full spectrum of Mooney's NFT. So I guess my first question, since I wanted to dive right into it, is just tell me a little bit about yourself and how did all of this start?
Okay, Michał, can you start?
Yes, so actually, we've been working on other projects, blockchain projects in the past. We've successfully co-founded and advised multiple blockchain projects, and actually, we tried to use our internal resources to join forces and work on this cool and idea, which we named MoonieNFT, and the vision was to do something in the NFT space and connect it with the play to earn and do it in a way that nobody does it, meaning like if you look at our platform, we tend to do everything else than everybody does. So we always like it's not something that we like want to do ultimately to be like against everybody, but usually this is how what we decide to do because of like Lucas being from this traditional like sector when he tries to deliver value and see things in a different spectrum than most of the blockchain projects. So I think it was really beneficial for us and for the whole vision.
Yeah, so as Michał said, we were working previously together on a couple of projects. I'm the co-founder of digital consultancy company. We have on board around 60 people. We are based in Warsaw. So we are delivering projects in digital space for brands like KFC, IKEA, McDonald's, like big Polish e-commerces, big European solutions. We are working with biggest consultancy companies. So we have a lot of, let's say, history in delivering value. This is the main thing for me. This is how I actually operate on a daily basis. And then when I seriously entered the crypto space, I actually seen a lot of promises, not a lot of deliverables. So this is something that we were trying to actually approach differently. That's why we started with working product. We launched with some functionalities. Now we actually launched the public beta of our game. It is a little bit over a month from our IDO, so pretty fast pace, I guess. And yeah, I think that this is like a good starting point for our conversation.
Yeah, I did see that you were working, or you are, working with some really big name brands like Domino's. So, and yeah, IKEA, and there was a couple other ones in there too that I was like, whoa. So not only do you guys have experience, but you kind of understand that, yeah, on the marketing side, you do need to deliver. And I used to be in marketing too, so I truly understand that. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I wanted to get the main spectrum of what's the main goal of Moonie and what it's trying to achieve.
Yeah. Okay. So we were thinking a lot about that, about our goals, about our strategic approach, like where we want to be, like how we want people to actually speak about Moonie, how we want to be recognized. So currently we are mainly play to earn NFT platform. The difference between us and other platforms on the market is that our play to earn mechanism and our play to earn games
Mhm.
are and will be very simple. So they are very approachable, I would say. So you can, like let's say, start playing in a couple of minutes because this will be mainly arcade games where you just simply need to have our NFT, and this is a gateway to play to earn. So this is how we will be, how people will look at us now. Where we want to go, this is a little bit different. We actually want to achieve a status of one of probably a lot, but one of the gateways to the crypto world. So imagine that there is a Moonie for every major cryptocurrency or for every major crypto project, as we have currently BT, ETI, Doji, and they are actually characters that you can play in the game. Recently, we also introduced Cardi for Cardano. So if we will take this path and we will develop our platform, you can simply imagine that there will be a lot of NFTs attached to cryptocurrencies, and then if we will do it right and actually manage to create another site for our project, educational tone, where through simple arcade games we'll be actually educating people what is the project about. So, for example, we can break down Cardano into pieces and then actually through playing these simple games somehow be able to educate about Cardano.
That'd be great.
This is something where people are becoming more and more aware of the crypto, and they are educated. So for example, Coinbase is doing that, but they are actually paying money. So you are answering some quizzes, and then you get some tokens for that. But we would like to do it in a different way. So you actually need to engage with the game. You need to actually uh, play the game, and then slowly, when you are playing the game, you might get paid. You might actually earn money, but in the process of that, we'll be educating you about the project. So this is like the north star for us. We want to get there, but this is the process, right? Currently we have the first game, which is in a public beta, so that's very good. We have a second game in our pipeline. We are currently figuring out a lot of stuff in terms of how to distribute play to earn rewards. We are figuring out some technical issues that we currently are facing. This is we are an early phase startup company, or I don't know how to call it, but we are still in our early days. We are growing our team. We are trying to also figure out a lot of things in terms of marketing, like what kind of messaging will work better. Like this is
But you guys
probably
are
some,
experts in that. You guys would be fine in that area.
like this is something that we thought will happen in terms of who our players will be is something different that is actually the reality. So like we need to get to know our customers or players better, and this actually takes time.
I think that's pretty smart what you guys are doing, also adapting the education because that is huge. Because I know people would probably like they'll play it for a little bit, but if they don't completely understand, yeah, the focus will kind of like run away. So it's almost like you want to really educate and keep them engaged with and also make money. So I really applaud you guys for doing that. But actually, that leads perfectly into my next question. Um, because I'm sure you guys were thinking so long on a specific style on this type of game. What kind of style do you kind of like? Should we go about it, right? So I kind of wanted to ask what inspired you to adopt the retro game aesthetic, which I
Yeah.
love, by the way.
So maybe before Lucas will touch details on the design and aesthetics, because like his background is more in like digital, creating all of those visuals and stuff. I will maybe add some stuff to the part about onboarding new users and educational part. Because if you look at the current state of the market, for the new users to get on board to the crypto, he would probably start with Doge or Shiba, then try to teach himself about Cardano and Ethereum, and then he found out about the Bitcoin, and he finally invests. Then he goes to other currencies, and we can like reintroduce this path to new users by educational aspects and retro style, which is probably familiar for most of people that are trying to get on board to the crypto and does not understand it. So this reminds them of the early days of the gaming, or like old days when they were so younger and were able to play some kind of Pac-Man or stuff like that.
Yeah, so we wanted Moonies to be relatable and approachable, and we actually knew that retro style or pixel art, as it is called, is something that is big in crypto, but is also big in, let's call it, normies world, right? So like it works on both ends. So of course this was not an easy decision because it is actually sometimes harder to design something in retro style, and kudos to people who are doing it in 80s or 70s because these games, like, they
I know,
look,
right?
yeah. And currently you do not have many people who are doing it full time, right? You do not have many people who are
That are
doing
still
full
doing
time.
it.
Yeah, pixel art. So this was a tough decision, but we made it. Until now it is paying off. We only get like good, I would say, opinions about how it is looking. But on the other hand, it slows a bit our designs. But it is always, there are pros and cons of every decision.
Yeah, no, you guys did really make a smart choice because those type of style and like graphics is very relatable. People in their 30s, 40s, 50s, when they used to play Smash Bros or what's that is yeah Zelda, it's very relatable, it's very simple, and there's a goal, and it's fun, and it's easy, anyone can play it. If I play it back when I was 9 years old, fun. If I play it now, it's still going to be fun. So I think you guys made a right choice in the right direction in going that type of route that's relatable, and also you're sticking with education, so it's all good stuff. And yeah, but I'm still pretty curious on, was it who kind of brought this up on that retrospect? Was it because it was easier? It was going to be like simpler to kind of design it? Was that maybe the mindset of it all?
I would say even the opposite of that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it was a tough choice. Like we had in mind that and I think that I will maybe a little bit repeat myself, but we had in mind that Moonie has to be like, again, like very relatable, and it has to be a simple creature that can be a personification of the cryptocurrency, which people will automatically like. And pixel art is actually very best for that. I know, you probably also can say that you've seen a lot of NFTs, like huge amounts of NFTs, and sometimes you won't like some of them, like 3D or some other styles. But with pixel art, mainly you will say cute.
That's true. I do say that.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I mean, I am excited for everything to kind of come into play. I'm excited that you guys have, you know what, actually, I'm a big visual person, so I'm actually going to share your website and we're just going to kind of go through it if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. There it is. Boom. Let me know if you guys can see that. Cool. So this is what I love so much, this price race. So getting a Doji NFT, and then Doge or getting into the rocket, and then so yeah, if you want to explain this a little bit more, I understand the concept, and I think it's a really good way to engage your users to keep playing. So I love this whole concept right here.
Thank you very much.
Mhm. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit more on the research tab. And for your team, how many team do you have, or how many developers do you have that's kind of creating this right now?
So how it works is that there are two big companies, or currently three big companies that are behind the project. So we don't have like the core team that was built, that people are doing this full time. We have people that are doing this full time, but through Flying Bisons, which is my company, through Veriori,
Mm.
which is Michal's company, and these guys are mainly blockchain developers. And there is the third company, which is called Swipers, and this company is co-founded by my former co-founder Kamil, and they are game development company. So we have this. We've seen it actually. We have these three companies that are working together
Oh,
to actually make these things live. But we have the core company, the core team, which is actually responsible for project management, marketing, community managers. So there is around 7 or 8 people there. And on a daily basis, we had the sprint planning on Monday,
mm-hmm.
where we were like mapping out what is coming next for Moonies after the launch of the game. And we had 17 people there during the call. So
Oh,
yeah.
cool. That's exciting. That's awesome. I actually wanted to, as I was exploring your page a little bit, I wanted to, for my and also the viewer's sake, kind of go over on the token use case. What is the token use case and how can we stake it?
Okay, so basically, when it comes to the token use cases, we spend a lot of time designing the token economy itself, and we can start like briefly talking about the main use cases of the token, meaning how it works in price races, how it works in the research lab and arcade games. It's all like interconnected between each other. So all of those three products are working in synergy, I can say. So yeah, basically like a main and like prime thing that we introduced was moon chest sales, where people can open moon chests from which they can draw a MoonieNFT. I believe on the website we even describe what do we do with the funds that we gather from the moon chest sales, but actually we use some part of the moon chest sales to reward people in the research lab. We use, and I will mention what's Research Lab in a minute. We also use parts of the Moonchest sales to reward players in the arcade game. So if you think about people racing in this rocket and clicking the screen to get on top of the leaderboard, rewards come from the Moonchest sales. And part of the Moonchest sales are also a protocol revenue. So the thing that we wanted to really focus on is like making the economy in a way that it's like self-sustainable. You can imagine Axie Infinity, where there's like a governance token, AXS plus SLP, which is the reward token for players. So they actually created another artificial token, which is like used to mint and reward users. We actually wanted to keep the token economy around one token and design it in a way that it's self-fulfilling. Yes, okay. So I explained how tokens from the Moonchest sales are used, and I can go through the products that we are introducing right now. So with your Moonie, you can join the price race. As I said, you can sit your Moonie in a rocket and race. Our first race is between Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We have respective price targets that if they are hit, then the winning rocket gets tokens. So they're kind of a reward for the play, either static or active. Static gameplay is just sitting your Moonie in a rocket. Active gameplay is playing arcade games. Okay, so coming to the arcade games, people can use their tokens in the arcade games to make their gameplays better, either by buying more Moonchest, paying a fee to stacking Moonies so they can be higher in the leaderboard. There's a lot of in-game like purchases with the token. So the gameplay is easier for them and they can be higher and win more rewards. Yeah, I would end here, not to make it too complicated. But when it comes to complicated stuff, we can finish off with the Research Lab, which is actually a pretty amazing technology, and like not that much NFT projects and play to earn project introduces this kind of a DeFi mechanism that we have in place. So with the Research Lab, there is a story, of course, that Moonies are going to the moon, and normies are helping those OG Moonies, how we call them, meaning BTs, ETs, and Dojis, and more to come. Like Lucas said, we have Soli incoming also, and joining the Mooniverse in the journey. So basically, normies are working on the new technologies, and as you may know, research needs money. So with the Research Lab, people can deposit their stable coins. And what we do with those stable coins is we pull them together. So I always like to bring this example to life. So we can imagine 1,000 people depositing $1,000. So we pull together $1 million. We use it to enter the lending protocol with, for example, 10% APR. And money we generate each and every week or 2 weeks or 1 month, depending on the structure of the prizes, we distribute to one lucky winner, and then we take a cut to fund the prize races. So for people to join and deposit stable coins, we also have like the floor yield, which is like basic incentives for them to join, and we fund it from Moonchest sales. So you might not see the like correlation between all of that speech, but I guess you will get it while you look at the website and see the graphics. So we basically have a product which is Moonchest. From the sales, we fund floor yield to Research Lab. Money raised, like earned in the Research Lab, is a reward for prize races. And so like people can benefit from all of that. Like people also can choose what they want to do, what they want to interact with in the platform, and how they want the token to work. But we're not only making them benefit from MNY tokens, but we'll introduce also some interesting and cool stuff for NFTs to earn with, except of the arcade games for sure.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay.
I think that to like sum up this thing, I would just say that we sold like, I don't know, 800,000 worth of worth of munches during the current period. So
Oh, nice.
so these are
Like not us. We have this much
yeah
in them and white tokens.
yeah. I will get to that. So these are locked for play to earn rewards. These money will go to fuel research lab for this floor yield, which Michał mentioned. It will goes to price raise. It will goes to play to earn. So we have the fuel to actually launch these products and have people and have prizes for people. We are just currently building. And again, our current public beta of the arcade game has like around 5K in rewards. And when we will scale it, when we will know that the beta is done, we have no more bugs, no more problems, people will give us feedback. We will scale it up to 50K or even more. So currently
I was gonna say, when is the beta gonna be coming out, or is it already out and it's closed?
it is out. It is public. It started on
2 days ago.
18.
Missed
Oh,
it.
not today, Michał. 18th.
2 days.
18th.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, it was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, next.
Oh, you guys didn't even tell me. I would have been the first one to be like, I'm getting in.
Yeah.
So it is live.
That's okay.
It is live. You can visit our Twitter, and the pinned post is the tweet about the game. It is available on iOS. It is available on Android. So it's a mobile game. It is the decision that we make that our first games will actually be mobile arcade games, which is not common.
Oh, nice.
Which is not.
Sorry, I think you just answered my next question. So it will be on mobile.
Yeah, it is on.
Oh, wow.
The second game will also be a mobile arcade game. This is not common for crypto projects because
It's not, yeah, but it's a lot to kind of like have your development team like transfer into this mobile version. It's not easy. It's tough, and but it's very, everyone can use it.
Harder than just transferring it to mobile game is making crypto game listed on the App Store or iOS.
Yeah.
Like, so we did it in a really smart way. I don't know if Lucas wants to dig deeper.
Yeah, I can. Like we actually did a very decisive decision that there will be like a on-chain mechanism, which is a web platform, and mobile games are off-chain. There is a way to connect your NFT using QR code scanning. So this is how we are actually bringing together on-chain and off-chain experience. And currently, with the policies of App Store and Google Play Store, like I wouldn't recommend developers to try to put their crypto games with on-chain mechanism and allowing people to buy some or buy some NFTs or do in-app purchase, because this is currently like disallowed.
So basically, if you look at Apple, there's no interest for them to list those kind of games, because if you have in-game purchases when you pay with Apple Pay, they get a fee out of
30%.
Yeah, and if it's on a blockchain, they get nothing.
Yeah, Axie actually has Axie actually has in their roadmap that they will deliver mobile game in the first quarter of next year. I'm very curious how they will do it. Probably they will have some back behind the scene talks with Apple or something like that, and maybe they will somehow.
They're gonna have to, right? Almost everyone is trying to adopt. All these banks, everyone is just trying to adopt into crypto, even fast food chains. So I would very much imagine Apple would be like, all right, let's work out a deal.
Yeah, probably yes, but not with smaller developers. But Axie is pretty much like few $1 billion company, so they can discuss with them.
Yeah, they have the money to do it.
Yeah.
And the traction to do it too.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad that that it is on a mobile version, because everywhere in the world, a lot of people don't have desktops, or it's like, so to have a very simplistic way and an easy way to just jump into the game, earn some money, and just like really develop a community, it's ideal. So you guys made the right move there.
Yeah.
We're getting close. I'm sorry, we're getting close to time really quick. We're hitting our 30-minute mark. So I wanted to ask the last two questions and try to fit it in there. Well, actually, I'll kind of end it here with this last one, and then we can do something right after. What is there to look forward in terms of the features and updates? Everyone is in your community is excited, constantly asking for updates, and including me.
So
After we clear out everything that is going on right now, meaning all of the deliverables that we mentioned to our community, we would like to focus on NFT staking, prize races, as well as the research lab. With the NFT staking, it will not be like a simple staking when you go and put your NFT into a stake and earn money, because it's boring, and you have innovative play to earn, learn to earn company. With all of the research that we've done, we identified that like the most interactive and cool way to introduce the NFT staking would be to actually let your Moonies go on a mission where there would be a simulation of what happens if he goes on a moon expedition, and he can come back with money, or he can never come back.
Oh, so it's like a gamble, and it's like I don't even have to like mess around with it. It's almost like it's a gamble. I just see what happens.
So basically, you can choose for how long you want your Moonie to go for the expedition. You can choose the risk level of the mission, so he can explore the neighborhoods and like things that are near to him, or he can go for the really long and ambitious trip, which he can never come back from actually. But it's also like if you go further, you can earn more. So it's also like this kind of a risk. But we think that it will be really interesting for the gameplay, and actually people will have another like use case for MoonieNFTs, except of the arcade game that is right now and prize races which are coming right after.
Yeah, and I will add something to what Michał said, because there is one more reason behind this, how you described it, a gamble, right? We need to make our NFTs somehow deflationary, like Axie did, right? Because you can breed Axies, and there is like you can breed them 7 times, I guess, 7 or 6 times, and then you cannot breed them more. So there is a limited number of Axies. In our case, like we need to have this mechanism where NFTs will be burned, and they will the initial BTs, Dodges, and ETs will grow in value because of that. So this is a very important mechanism to actually reward early adopters, reward people who trusted us and believed in the process. I think that this is actually crucial, because it's about the economy or tokenomics of the project. So I don't like to call it a gamble, just because we do not want to call it a gamble. It's a passive gameplay where there is a risk involved.
So like maybe slight less risk, because a gamble is 50-50, right? Something great could happen or something bad could happen. But maybe with you guys, it's like a slight risk where it's like mostly maybe good.
I will reveal one thing, that there will be a mission that is like the longest, and it's a spacewalk. You cannot die. Like you will stake for like 4 or 5 weeks, but you will be guaranteed that you will come back from this mission. But imagine that there is a mission which will last a week, but you have 80% chances that you will lose your NFT, and this is your decision, right?
That sucks though. Oh my god. I play too many games where I spend too much money and it's just like, well, that's it. And it hurts. So it's going to be really interesting and exciting to get your community's feedback to see, how they like it, or, because it's at the end of the day, it's all about what they're going to say, if
Yeah.
they're going to like it, if they're going to keep playing it, if it's educational for them. So there's a lot of things for you guys into play, which is just great. And I wanted to actually, I was just so curious on the type of new partnerships that are going to be coming on board. Is there anything that you guys might want to share or spoiled? I don't know.
Yeah, so actually we have a partnership coming at the time of recording. I believe it got published right now. We got the first partner uh, for the project that we didn't even mention during the call. Yeah, so coming back to the educational aspect, we will have like a first project which will work on that matter. It's called Broccoli Network. They try to offset the carbon footprint of the blockchain and space as a whole. Uh, and if you're not into this project yet, then you'll probably get to know it better after our research page goes live, as well as all of the gamified activities for people to learn and earn more about that. And
Hmm.
we believe that it will help to bring new projects to our community, as well as onboard new users with Moonies, with games and stuff, and let them earn on those fun activities. So please go ahead, check out Twitter, and look for the Moonie incubation. We believe this will be a huge game changer when it comes to this onboarding users. So we will not onboard to blockchain through Shiba, but through Moonie Learn and Earn platform.
I think that I missed one crucial information about the game, because after first 24 hours we had 1,600 active players, without like any marketing or so. We just used like
160,000 or
1,600.
oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and they played like 18,000 times since the inception of the game.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
So that's kind of cool. I'm actually playing the game. The game is pretty
Yeah,
addictive. We
I've
are racing
actually,
with Michał.
yeah, I've been playing the game like beta testing and playing like some other games that are in a similar style for like months, and I'm only like on the leaderboard on the place 200 something. So these players are like true apes, true.
Yeah, I'm sure. These are some like crypto beasts. But that's so exciting that you didn't do any marketing, even though that's your bread and butter. And people are just like starting to play. So imagine if you do start marketing, if you do get some big players or influencers, how that's going to look like. Now, I think to be quite frank, it's all about timing, right? Because I know you probably want to release it when there's no bugs, but also, if you have 1,000 people that are instantly playing it with tons of hours like spent already, when do you think we're gonna have like a solid version? Would it be like the end of the year, the beginning of the year?
No, it's
It's
coming.
matter of days, not
Yeah.
weeks.
Days, because we had a closed beta for a week, for week and a half, and then we will close the public beta uh, by the end of this week. So in
Yeah.
25th of October or
You guys are
26th.
moving fast. Whoa.
Yeah, and like it's really important for you to understand that like this arcade game is like just the tip of the iceberg. We'll have multiple arcade games. We want to prove the play to earn model before I will like go to the game, which we don't want to reveal right now. But you need to see this perspective that we'll not only put out the game with Rocket, you can click and okay, have fun. But we want to introduce more games, more arcade games with different styles. You can imagine, like I mentioned, broccoli. You can imagine like planting broccolis on the moon and like harvesting them and stuff. Anything, but we want to introduce multiple arcade games for people to get to know with the Mooniverse, want got to know with the economy that we have, benefit out of it, and then with the proven concept, we'll go with the 2D game. But that would be probably the topic of our next meeting, Jojo.
Yeah,
that will be the next one.
Just to summarize the whole conversation, I guess Michał started with saying that we are trying to do things differently, and I think that launching these simple arcade games, simple play to earn, going in this direction is like a different direction that play to earn crypto projects are actually going after. So I guess like our whole conversation like probably showed that this is actually where we are going, and this is of course also risky because you have a lot of play to earn games with cards, with some tough mechanism that you need to have some guidebooks and YouTube explanatory videos. Like, we are not about that. Maybe it will pay off, maybe it won't, but for now we see that we have engagement.
Yeah, you do. And we're getting close to that time. So I really wanted to close off with a closing statement. And if you guys have anything you guys wanted to close off, and then, I'll close off on my statement too.
I think that it was my closing statement.
Well, next time when you're doing an interview, you should drop like a mic that has like your Moonies NFT, all of it, and just drop it. Like, boom, mic drop.
Yeah. Michał,
Wait, do you have it?
No, pretty much not a mic, but
okay, Jojo.
Oh, that's so cool. Let me see.
Jojo,
oh my gosh. Drop it. He's like, hey, that's valuable. That's so cool. So when am I gonna get my pairs of shoes now?
How many MoonieNFTs do you have?
Okay, then you
How
know
many
the
do we
answer.
have?
There is a collaboration coming with Uniquely, so there will be t-shirts, shoes, and everything. So
Sweet. I'm all about the merch and supporting you guys. Well, thank you for showing me the amazing shoe and talking about your amazing project. Your community is right behind you 100%, and so with MoonBoots. We love seeing the progress, and we love you guys a lot. We understand that you guys are hustling and you're building something really cool for everyone to kind of see. So thank you so much for joining on this MoonBoots podcast. I can't even talk anymore. I think I'm so shocked still with the shoe. Well, thank you so much, and I will talk to everyone really soon. And for anyone that's watching this video, all the links for the Telegram and the community for MooniesNFT are down below. So yeah, that's kind of it. So thanks, guys.
thank you for
Bye.
having us.